as his retirement home. Could you just walk us through how it ended up not being his retirement home and your role in that?
Well, when Father Luis first came to visit me, he was thinking maybe he'd go to Steubenville and study. And I said, well, you know, it's a wonderful place. I'm sure you'd learn a lot, but what we really need is priests. And Father Luis had been married, but he wasn't, and his family had grown. Had been a very, very successful businessman. He had a house in Hawaii, he had a house on the beach in California. He had a very active and strong business in computers, and he had built this place for himself. And so when he did go to the seminary, he said, well, what should I do? I said, I don't know why I'm saying this, but sell everything but the place in Columbia, which is what he did. Went to the seminary and was ordained, has been ordained I think now 8 or 9 years, and had this place, but of course wasn't here. He'd get here for a few days when he was pastor of the Spanish-speaking parish in Sioux Falls. So when the Lord placed this idea in my heart, I said, I think I know what Columbia is for. I think we should establish this mission, and I think your house is the place where we should do it. So, and then as you can see, it's expanded with the lot next door in the church, and then the house behind us, which is now the Casa Cristina, and then the bishop, Chikinki Da, asked us to fix up this retreat house over in Tinaka, another little town not too far from here. And so we did that, and for a while the brothers lived there until we got the novitiate, which is up the mountain. Perfect spot for a novitiate. It's very quiet, very peaceful, very beautiful. It's the last home before the wild of the mountain. So the brothers moved there, and then when the sister, so we didn't know what we were going to do with Tinaka, but we had fixed it up. We had planted 150 coffee trees. Figured, well, that'd be a source of income. We could, make coffee and sell it. But and then the sisters came along, so then it became obvious, well, Tinaka should be for them. And they can take care of the retreat house. They can assist with retreats, especially they can assist women either who have been abused or displaced. And so everything was full all of a sudden.
Father Luis, would you see that it's a little unusual of a vocation story, but would you see that in the United States there maybe are many men or older folks who have a second career who could contemplate this type of change?
Well, I'm not sure everybody could adjust to a different country and a different climate and a different culture. But, when I was in Saginaw, I ordained a fellow who had been married. His wife had died. He was 75 years of age. He's been a priest now, paid his own way, because I said, I really can't justify using diocesan resources to put you through the seminary. He's been a pastor of a parish with a school for 3 years now. And if we hadn't had him, we wouldn't have had a priest to send there. So, yes, I think, God calls when God calls, and who knows his plan. And this particular priest has also been helpful in being supporting young priests in his area. So God has a way of building up the body of Christ. So yes, I think a vocation, you can't tell when it's going to come. And here we have brothers who are new postulants who are 19, and we have brothers who came here in their late 30s. So all ages. Father Luis and I are the oldest, but little by little the younger brothers are taking over leadership because they're the future. And in fact, a couple of them just got appointed local superiors, and we'll work with the budget for the first time this coming year, and had their first votes on different things that a council would have to vote on. And it's good for them. It opens their eyes to how you run a religious community. And it probably fulfills that gospel passage, I must decrease and they must increase. Of course, as one of the co-founders, as you know from religious life, I don't have an active voice in the committee and I can't vote, but I do have passive voice. But jokingly they say maybe they should take that away and let me vote and not say anything. So there's a great spirit here that is really blessed.